Guys, today we are making beef stew, and the first step in the process is to wash your vegetables, peel them if you have to. I have carrots, so I peeled them and chop them. Now, I know my method of chopping probably isn't the safest. Somebody's gonna tell me, curl your fingers, but this is what works for me, and that's what I'm gonna do. So I'll just cut off both ends of the celery, cut them into little chunks. And then I'll put it into the bowl, just because it'll be easier for me. And I'll set aside the little garbage pieces. I think I had like 4 stalks of celery. If I need more, I'll put more in. I grabbed like 5 big potatoes, washed them, and I've got like 6 big carrots to chop as well. And I just went ahead and peeled those. Oof. Cut off the ends of those too. And then go for it. I like to leave the potatoes on my skin. I like to leave the skin on my potatoes because I think it was my aunt that told me all the nutrients are in the skin. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but I'll just cut them into good-sized chunks because we are feeding guys, so they like their potatoes chunky. So make them nice big chunks. Not too big though. Still want them to be able to cook in the crock pot.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Alright, so now it's time to throw everything into the crock pot. We have our bowl of vegetables. There's carrots on the bottom. I wound up doing a whole thing of celery. Like a whole... Oh, you're gonna pour them in?
Yeah.
A whole bag of celery, because there wasn't that much, and I didn't want to leave one stalk in. So there's the lovely vegetables. Jeremiah still has to cut an onion for me because I don't like cutting onions. Then we'll put in 2 cups of beef broth, 2 pounds, and these are each 1.5 pounds, so we're doing 3 pounds of black Angus beef stew meat, salt, pepper, thyme, paprika, Worcestershire sauce, and sage. So probably like 2 teaspoons of each is what I would do. And then the large onion will be put in by Jeremiah because I do not like onions. I don't like touching them. They make me smell weird. I hate them. So it's his job. Forgot. I always coat the meat in, well, I usually do half a cup of flour for 2 pounds of meat, but since it's 3 pounds of meat, I did a little bit over a half. I don't have an exact measurement, but there we go. I'm gonna coat this and then throw it in the crock pot. This is what it looks like right now. It's not like super appetizing, but it will be delicious later. So I just put him on low for 8 hours or high for 4 hours. But I like letting it stew all day because it just like brings out all the flavors and it's so delicious afterwards. Although, you know what? I can't say that for myself because I hate beef stew. But Jeremiah says it's delicious afterwards, so I'll trust his judgment this time.
The lovely stew that Rebekka made in all of its glory and power. Smells good, looks amazing. So how is it?
Well, you ever see like a unicorn in your dream? It's kind of what it's like.
So it's good then?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Fantastic.
Good.
We have these two lovely baguettes that need a little bit more cooking. You know, like the ones you get from Walmart. They say on the side to bake for 8 to 10 minutes before serving. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Plus, I think they look so light. They need some more color. For sure. Because you always eat with your eyes first and then with your mouth. I don't know. I pretend to know what I'm talking about. Our baguettes came out beautifully. Look, they look so much better already. Jeremiah was doubting me that they would be better looking if they were golden brown, but I was right. They look delicious. He admitted it. So I will just cut these at an angle and then put them in a bowl for the guys. All right, my pretties, I am about to show you the easiest, the most delicious peanut butter cookie recipe that you will ever eat. So it is 1 cup of sugar, granulated, 1 egg, and 1 cup of peanut butter. And then I am controversial. A lot of people put sugar on top of their cookies. I like to put salt. It's so delicious. Give it a try. Let me know which you like more down in the comments. Pro tip. Want to save yourself so much time dishing out your cookies? Get yourself an ice cream scoop. One with a little jiggly handle. I don't know what it's called. But it's literally so easy. You just gotta make sure it's full. And then you release. And you get cute little cookie balls. And literally, it's so fast and so easy. Like, I love it. These cookies are also gluten-free. I used to have a lot of bake sales for my church, my old church that I went to, because we would have hefty high goals for our Operation Christmas Child ministry. So when doing bake sales, I wanted to make sure that there was something that everybody could have. And I know I have, excuse me, hang on. I'll cut that. I have 2 friends who have daughters that have celiac. So I wanted to be able to give them something as well. So my aunt actually found this recipe, told me about it. Easiest, most delicious peanut butter cookie recipe ever. It is kind of sad though, because it makes like 20 cookies, which never seems like enough, right? So, and if you want to double the recipe, you can only make it once. Like, you can only, the proportions that I gave you, you can only make it single. Otherwise, the dough turns out really weird. And I've cried a couple times over it because of stress during bake sales. But it makes about 20 cookies. It's worth it. It's delicious. It's so easy. It literally takes 5 minutes to make this recipe. So you can just go ahead and make it twice. It's not going to kill you. Plus then you get so many delicious cookies. So I hope you enjoy this. Just kidding. I forgot that it's a weird recipe and only makes 18. But I'll make another batch because we have 6 men to feed and 2 cookies each. Or no, we have 7, because I keep forgetting to count my husband. 7 men to feed, and 2 cookies each isn't gonna, like, do anything. So, I'm just going to pop this in the oven at 350 for 8 to 10 minutes, and they'll come out beautifully golden brown and be so delicious.